Hello students, welcome back to the next video of English Literature Hornbill. Lesson 3rd. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together by Gordon Cook and Ellen H. I am Rajesh Kumar Singh from Divine Public School, Monapur, Gorakhpur. Hello students, now let's come to the next paragraph 19. When I went into comfort, the children, John asked, Daddy, are we going to die? I tried to assure him that we could make it. But, Daddy, he went on, we aren't afraid of dying if we can all be together. You and Mummy, Sue and I. I could find no words with which to respond, but I left the children's cabin determined to fight the sea with everything I had. To protect the weakened starboard side, I decided to heave to with the undamaged port hull facing the oncoming waves. Using an improvised sea anchor of heavy nylon rope and two 22-liter plastic barrels of paraffin. This paragraph is very important paragraph, very gist of the lesson, which talks about the title of the lesson, We are not afraid to die if we can all be together. Before explanation of this paragraph, let's see some important words. Comfort. Comfort means to provide relax. Assure. Assure the children means to encertain them, to make them believe that we can overcome the problems, or to take someone in confidence. This is called ensure. Assure, and this is very important important thing for a person to start something before launching himself for any important activities. Therefore, assure. For example, I assure you that we can overcome the problems. So here the meaning of assure means uncertain. And other words, determined, resoluted, and weakened. The weakened starboard side. Starboard side means the side of the ship, the left portion of the ship or aircraft when we are in front of it. Sides, that is called starboard. Okay. Left and right portion of the, you can say, left and right portion of a ship or aircraft, and when we face them, the right portion of the ship which faces is called starboard. And next word is improvise. Improvise means to do something without any preparation, as you are forced to do this by unexpected events. This is improvised. You must know the proper use of the words, that to do something without any preparation. This is an improvised preparation, and you do as you are forced to do this by unexpected events. In other words, doing something unexpectedly without any preparation is improvised. And next word is paraffin. Paraffin, most of you perhaps know it, the oil used for heating, or the oil used in lamps to light the houses. In other words, kerosene oil, that is paraffin. Students, now let's see explanation of this paragraph. As the author, along with his family and crewmen, had set for the expected island in little improved weather, the improved weather proved short-lived, as they had found some improvement in the weather. They had set for their further journey, but this improvement in the weather was not for a long time. It remained for a very short time. The sea weather started to become bad to worse very fast. Black clouds formed and the waves rose very high. Then the author went in the cabin to ensure children that they can overcome the situation and have a safe arrival at the expected destination. Then boy John asked the author if they were going to die. Sitting on the bunk of the sea, John asked the author if they were going to die. The author tried to satiate, in other words, confide them that they can get victory over this dangerous situation. But the son John did not mind the consolating words of the father, and he continued to say that it doesn't matter, father. They were not afraid to die if they could all be together. Very important line. Father, they are Father, we are not afraid to die if we all can be together. Means living in company in life, and if we die together, we can be happy people even in the next life, that is the life after life. Here these words are very touching words from the children. The son John continued to say that they were not afraid to die if they could all be together. As he, that is the author, as he, author, who was the father, mother, Sue and John himself, the author found himself helpless to find proper words to respond them. But he left the children's cabin with a firm resolution to fight the sea with everything and in every possible way. He got some emotional feedback from them, and he decided to fight the sea up to the last moment of his life. And then he equipped himself with necessary tools and protecting materials. To protect the weakened side of the starboard, he decided to elevate its side outward towards the undamaged front hull, which was facing the heat of coming waves. To have control over the ship, he used an unprepared sea anchor tied with a heavy nylon rope. He also had an arrangement of two 20 liters of plastic barrels filled with paraffin to fight with the waves. Students, let's have the reading of the next paragraph. That evening, Mary and I sat together holding hands. As the motion of the ship brought more and more water in through the broken planks, we both felt the end was very near. But Wave Walker rode out the storm, and by the morning of January 6, with the wind easing, I tried to get a reading on the sextant. Back in the chart room, I worked on wind speeds, changes of course, drift and current in an effort to calculate our position. The best I could determine was that we were somewhere in 1,50,000 kilometers of oceans, and now looking for a 65 kilometers wide island. Now see some important words from this paragraph. As the motion means motion of the ship means sailing of the ship on water surface. Through means by means of. Planks. Planks is words. This is the wooden work. You can say the timbers are you can find words as the wide planes made of woods and timber is called planks. In simple words हिंदी जिसको हम कहते हैं पटरा, planks also, timbers. And next word is chart room, the room which contains different type of tools as well as map etc. And now the words sextant, a tool for measuring angles between stars in order to calculate the position of the ship or an aircraft. This is sextant. It tells about the exact position of the ship in water and for aircraft in air. Now let's see its explanation. Now, as the author had determined to face the dangerous waves by teeth and nails, that is, with every possible object available, was waiting for the next waves. Waves came, and the author and his wife and his crew led the ship forward slowly. One day, on a particular evening, Arthur and his wife sat together, holding the hands of each other. The motion of each other, the motion of the ship brought water in more and more through the holes and cracks of the broken planks and timbers. They concluded that the end of their life was near. As they were watching the motions of the ship on water, they saw that through the holes and cracks of the timbers and planks, water was entering in the ship, and at last, seeing the long distance from that place, they decided that the end of their life is very near. That is, the ship is about to going to sink. But in spite of all the hurdles, the wave walker sailed on stormy waves, and by the morning of 6 January, the abated sea waves and wind got some cool. The weather improved, and the narrator tried to know the position of his ship on the sextant. Then he went in the chart room. He did some work on the wind speed, that is, he reset it to utilize the wind energy in the appropriate quantity. He changed its direction. He did some actual work on to find drift, that is flow of it and the currents of seawater. After doing work on wind speed, again he turned to sextant to know and calculate their actual position. The best thing he could do now was that he could calculate and determine their actual position in the sea, and it was about 1,50,000 kilometers away in the sea, and from this place they had to negotiate the distance of 65 kilometers to reach the expected island, which was an island of 65 kilometers wide. Students, now look at the next paragraph, paragraph 23, 24. While I was thinking, Sue, moving painfully, joined me. The left side of her head was now very swollen, and her blackened eyes narrowed to slits. She gave me a card she had made. On the front, she had drawn caricatures of Mary and me with the words, "Here are some funny people. Did they make you laugh?" I laughed a lot as well. Inside was a message, "Oh, how I love you both." So this card is to say thank you and let's hope for the best. Somehow we had to make it. Students, I think there is no words to be explained. As word 1, slit, that is a long, straight, narrow cut or hole. This is called slit. A long, straight, narrow cut or hole is slit, and it was got by bumping in the ship. Now let's have its explanation. The narrator reset the wind speed and calculated the position of the ship. Then he came back to his wife and began to keep and watch on the motion of the ship. While the author was thinking, Sue, the daughter, came there and joined them. She was in pain, and the pain could be reflected even in her movement. The left side of her head was now very swollen due to bump, and near her beautiful black eyes she had some narrow cuts. She gave a cord. She gave a cord to her father, that is the narrator, which was made by herself. On the front side of the cord, she had made the caricatures of Mary and the author with the words written, "Here are some funny people. Did they make you laugh?" I laughed a lot as well. These words were written by the teeny lovely hand of a lovely daughter to her loving parents. Inside of the card there was a message, a kind of tribute to them, describing, "Oh, how I love you both." So this card is to say thank you and let's hope for the best. Thus the girl told her parents through this little card that she loved them very much, and she wanted to express her sense of thankfulness through this card when their life was on the verge of death. It means the death might end their life any moment. She does not want to die before expressing her thanks to her loving father and mother for their loving care. She tries to show her immense love and honor for their parents, for their care and right of bringing, and thus it provided the author and his wife, a lot of emotional support to proceed on the path of his duty to face the challenges produced by the sea. After going through the cold, the author got tremendous emotional energy and decided to fight up to the last moment of his life and had to get victory over it. Let's have some evaluation questions. Question number first: what did John ask his father when father went in children's cabin? Question number second: what did the narrator determine when he came back from them? Third, why did the narrator and his wife feel that their end was near? Question 4. What the author found after doing the calculation? And question 5. What did caricature of the girl tell about the parents? Why the girl had made it? Remaining paragraph we will see in next video. Students, I hope you are doing better. In the third paragraph, thanks. You will see again in the next video.